destiny, always on the run. A destiny, oh, it's the rising sun. I was born, a shotgun in my hands. Behind the gun, I'll make my final stand. Yeah, and that's why they call me.
And welcome to the Situation Room, where I'm trying to figure out which way's up here. Here we go. Warpath. One of the subjects, but not the hot topic. Hot topic I didn't post because I was really trying to save it for this show. But let me introduce my panel before I even get into all that fun stuff. We're going to talk to Black Hydra, Killer Bee, Champ, Iron Hand, Lottie, which is a.k.a. Z-Man, a.k.a. God knows how many other names, David, I can give you. Pizza Man, and, of course, the immortal Dr. Phil, Ghost Rider, and myself. Now, look, I know Phil's going to love this topic today, but we're going to save it. We'll just talk about Warpath for a little bit. Because that other topic is going to probably blow some people's minds once again.
No, I gotta touch on a couple of things too.
Oh, this might be an interesting show after all.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I can already hear the uh-ohs.
I watched Thursday's show.
Oh, God, help me.
Yeah, I go back. I watched them all just to see if I can either. It depends on the time of night. If I need to take a nap, I watch one show. If I need to be sent to sleep for 6 hours, I'll watch another one. If I actually need to be informed on something, I'll find somebody with a little bit of a better opinion.
Oh.
But of course,
You bad.
all ribbing and jokes aside, they all know I hate them all equally.
Hell, you
Because
hate me.
and anything else, they'd assume that I was ill, and yeah. So you guys got screwed, didn't you?
Depends how you say it.
Warpath wasn't even listed on the calendar.
No, wait a minute. Let's make sure this is correct. The start was listed.
It
The
wasn't.
end was never listed.
When I did the calendar at the end of last month, right as it came out, Warpath wasn't on there at all. 2 days later, Warpath appeared. 2 days after that, what happened? Warpath started. Warpath was not originally listed on that calendar at all, and you guys got fucked.
I can't argue with any of that.
I have what they call an eidetic memory. I remember everything that I see, especially when it comes to numbers and calendars and dates. I ran a show for 3 goddamn years. I'm used to times and calendars and dates. I remember fucking everything. Because if you miss one thing, some asshole will jump down your throat. Why didn't you talk about this? Well, I didn't see it. Because it happens.
Oh, no, that never happens, Phil.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. But you guys got boned.
Not in a fun way.
Not even close. You got boned and didn't even get a reach around for the privilege.
That'd been fun.
But that's it. As I said, you got screwed. Get on with the show.
The screwing's not over with yet, Phil.
Yeah, I know.
Screwing's not over with yet. All right, so let's talk about Warpath. We all know it's finally coming to a close with 18 hours to go. I'm sorry, I'm not impressed with the extended time because it seems like everybody and their mother, besides a certain sector, which we're pulverizing, has been able to get 10K easily. The lowers, the hires, it just seems like everybody's got it. And on top of it, the numbers are totally screwed up. The boost Saturday went completely haywire. We had people getting negative numbers.
Yeah, I saw that too. The negative.
So I'm going to ask the panel about this Warpath and see what they think. Because personally, I think it's fouled. I've seen people say they got screenshots of what they said they lost, their numbers before and after, and literally, it's incorrect. The computer evidently can't even do math anymore. So let's go down the panel and see what they think. Everybody thinks of it. The duration. Black Hydra, let's start with you.
The duration of it sucks.
Welcome, Storm Chaser.
Hi, Storm.
Ice Storm.
Kapla.
Visually negative now. People say they were losing it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'd seen the screenshots. It's kind of funky. Whether or not it would actually lose it, it's still numbers that we should be able to trust.
Yeah, first of all, look at the numbers that you're getting and then send the actual numbers to me for verification, because you're guaranteed screenshots can be edited.
I took a flat yesterday purposely to give one of my friends points. At the end, it said she took 600 points from me. She only got 300.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up. All right, let's go back to Black before we can get into the more detail. Black, I just keep going here. I know you said the duration sucks.
Yeah, the duration. It's pretty much, you have to watch your damn bays a lot longer than normal. Especially that freaking boost. I was actually looking forward for that boost on Saturday. That kind of crapped out. I got a few negatives. That didn't really go so well.
Very true. All right. Now, I know Killa's always, you got to remember now, Killa's always upbeat. So more likely he's upbeat now. So Killa, what do you got to say?
Well, at first, I kind of liked the length of it is because, well, I can pace myself, don't have to do this. But I got off to a fast start, and I knew I was going to do a lot of shit, but I was at 15,000. I had 10,000, Friday morning, and it's like, then now I was wishing, okay, I wish it would end. And as far as the bonus boost, I got up. I don't know if it's why I couldn't sleep, but I woke up 30 minutes after it began. And I came back, and that normal person that gets me every Warpath at the end, he had just leveled me. And I haven't been touched since. So that DNK base, not Storm, the other one we had in Sector 68, I don't know what it was, level 46. I had the bonus for him, so I whipped out like 800 honor, so I kind of liked it. And then I did a few more, and then I went back to bed. But when on Wiggles, I said, well, let's see what Wiggles does. And Wiggles at 0, and I clicked. I said, oh, it says I get a negative 168, and I said, oh, that's probably a glitch. I hit the base, I get the infamy, but I get 0. So I couldn't say that I lost any because I didn't have any. I was at 0, but I didn't gain any either.
Yeah,
so,
a lot of people got that.
I didn't see it on Killa. I did not see it on Killa. So
now anyone that had 0 got shit. They could hit as many bases they want. They never moved up.
What, as in 0 infamy or 0 on the Warpath score?
0, I got infamy, but 0, I got minus 168 honor on that hit, which means I said, oh, I'll probably get it. It's just a glitch. Then I looked and I said, oh, I didn't even get anything. So I figured, oh, well, shit happens.
So for the people that waited to Saturday thinking they were going to get a good kick-ass boost, they got, they waited their time, you screwed yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
You screwed yourself a little bit. And then, of course, you didn't take screenshots of it, so you don't have nothing to send tickets on. So Kickstarter's going to basically tell you, did you have proof?
Well, I should have proof with Wiggles because the infamy was reset to 0, right? And then Warpath began. So how could I have infamy without honor?
Very true. Very true. But that's not how customer service is going to see it. I'm telling you.
Well, maybe I need to talk to Elizabeth then. So
Zero honor basis. We're giving
Yeah,
zero
zero
honor with the
honor
boost. So we
basis,
shut
but
it off.
giving zero honor with the boost. So we shut it off. Yeah, you guys shut it off about 3 o'clock or so, 2 o'clock. By then, our good, 12 hours or so passed. 8 hours or so. Hours of people being totally upset. So, and now one of the things I want to make clear, guys, before we keep, well, I know we're going to get the rest of the panel is going to say something about it, is if this part was not in Storm Chaser's wheelhouse, he didn't handle the payouts, he didn't handle the boost. That was not him. That wasn't in his group. That was a totally different group once again, and it seems like that group has dropped the ball. I bet you it was in the financial group. So let's go to Champ and see what Champ's got to say.
I thought it was fun. Duration, I didn't really mind. I was pretty much done by Friday. I think I had like 15,000 honor or something like that. I'm a higher level, so, you know, I've only been attacked once. So my base does decent against when people attack it offline. But I thought it was good. You know, so the payout, from what I understand, the trophy looks pretty cool. I haven't seen it. I liked it.
Okay. All right, so let's go to Iron. Iron, you're up.
I slept in. I didn't see the boost until it was already taken off, so got nothing to say about it. I kind of wanted to get it, so I took the day before off and just kind of slacked. That's about it. I don't like the length, of course, but then again, we said that in the focus group, the original. That's about it.
You were in the Kickside focus group. Did anybody say they wanted it longer?
Nobody. Everybody said exactly the opposite. They said leave it like it is. That's perfect.
Yep. Just making sure, because I was in there as well, and like Sarah says, they heard this part loud and clear. So we're not going to bang on it any longer, as much if we can help it. Lottie, you're up. Okay, maybe he's a little tied up. Pizza.
Oh, I'm here, right?
Okay.
Okay, well, let Pizza go, then you go.
The event, the Warpath, it's too long. It's really after 3 days, it becomes grinding. I mean, I was one of the few that got a chance to do the buffs in the morning. When they took it down, I was like, it's almost like now I'm hitting my level with about the same infamy. I'm not getting anywhere near what I feel I'm getting. I'm only getting like 100 points. Well, you would think you'd be getting a little bit more. It needs to be shorter. Simple as that.
Okay. If anybody didn't notice the title of the show, it's called The Grind. That's where we're at. We're grinding the hours down. So, Lottie, you're up.
I sort of like the length because of my work schedule. I actually get to play it now. But with that boost they had, that was really messed up.
You lost tons of hours because of that boost.
Yeah. But, oh no, it's good.
Okay.
I'm still hitting.
What a piece of bitch.
Okay, we'll go to Socrates. What do you think of this Warpath so far?
I just got on. What's going on?
You didn't just get on. You're at what, 10K, 14K?
He's
No, I
actually
mean, I
right
just
below
got
me.
on the show.
You're right below me. You need to catch up. Come on.
Oh no, I'm fine where I'm at. I haven't hit, and nobody wants to play with me. Yeah, I'm at 13K almost.
13.
That trophy is mine.
Hey, Roy.
Yes.
One thing I forgot to mention on that, and I did check a few. I checked a few of the amounts that I would get before the bonus. But when I did check the bonus, it was 87% higher because from a level 41, I would get 41. On the new one, you got 77. So it was an 87.8% boost, and it was verified that high with another level that I had too. So that was a pretty good boost. I just forgot. I just wanted to mention that. That's it.
Okay. Dr. Phil, I know you're not playing Warpath, but you've done Warpaths. You know what goes on.
I've done Warpaths in the past, and I've done Warpaths a lot.
What would you think of
I did them. I went to town, and I'd expect nothing less of anyone actively participating in Warpath. Well, I'm going to take it back, right back to the beginning, and I've said it a bunch of times already, and I feel like I'm either being completely ignored or beating on the dead horse as usual. When Warpath came out, it was a fun thing to do. And then it came out a couple of months later. It was great. Everybody loved it. And then all of a sudden, it appeared every fucking month like clockwork. And I warned Kixeye when they did it that it would become a grind, it would become unwanted, and it would become another onslaught, invasion, whatever. It would become another one of those tasks that players would hate and then eventually stop doing.
You got that right.
You got to take a look at your numbers right now, Kixeye. And the numbers don't lie, and the numbers won't lie. They considerably drop every time Warpath comes around. And at some point, it's not going to be worth doing at all. And if this is a revenue gathering exercise, God damn it, you are so fucking stupid because you're going around it the wrong way.
If they actually shorten the time, Doc, where we had to pound real quick and fast and hard, we'd have to coin faster.
You pound it over 3 days. 3 days is more than enough.
Yep.
I did it in 3 days. I could probably do it now and do it in 3 fucking days.
Oh, your level? Hell yeah. Whoa.
I wouldn't, because you wouldn't catch me fucking log into that game for my life. I wouldn't touch Kixeye with a 50-foot fucking barge pole. There isn't enough money in the world, and there isn't enough bribes that I would possibly consider taking before even setting foot on Kixeye again. My opinion is here as an expert in all things Kixeye related, as well as giving you a history lesson.
Speaking of history lessons, now, Dog Chaser said expect it to come a little less often towards the end of PvP season because players said they don't want it to be messing with the infamy. Then, so by the measure
of it, you do it in the middle.
For it. But what we're not, I don't think they grasp what we said. What we said is don't do it every single month.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to do it every other month and rotate it every other month for 3 days, I think
here's the thing.
It would be perfect with that.
You rotate Warpath every other month and you stick it smack bang in the middle of the PvP season.
And you know what? People would be happy. But you can't do what you guys are doing, trying different lengths when we tell you not to. You don't. We did the focus group do it every other month. Now you're doing it. Oh, it's going to be a lot less towards it.
Since you brought it up, Roy, let's talk about focus groups for a second. How many of you, ladies and gentlemen, have been in a focus group?
Me and Iron definitely have.
I've been on one of them.
Yeah, Champ was.
So at least 3. So that's at least a third of the panel. So in all of these focus groups, have you ever been asked questions about Warpath like this?
Yes.
Yeah, the one I was in. The one I was. The topic was PvP actually.
Well, that's even better, which will lead on to my next question in a minute. How many things that you have actually said in that focus group have actually been implemented?
Actually, it seems like the opposite has.
Opposite.
Yeah. I remember the focus group I was in. I think Golden Doodle came up with the idea of losing, or not losing, but only having, you get the caution sign after you first attack on
low morale.
Yeah, morale. The morale idea was brought up in the focus group, and I said I was against it. So
I'm starting to wonder why they have a focus group if they don't follow through with what the ideas are from the focus.
That's exactly my next point. It makes focus groups like that null and void when you're actively ignoring players. And that's exactly what it is. Well, I'm not going to fucking sugarcoat it for you. That's an actively ignorant. And stupidity is no excuse.
It's a waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
You waste your own time,
I feel that
our time, and you're wasting my time for me having to explain it to you in the first place.
I do feel that focus group
is a joke.
Absolute time, because and on top of we did the same questions on the show.
Yep.
That day of the focus group. Everybody agreed there too. So I really don't know where they pulled this. We want you guys. The players want this. No, the players did not say that. You brought a focus group together, and the players said the absolute opposite. We didn't say we didn't want it near the end of Infamy season. We don't give a shit when it is. We just don't want it every single month.
Right.
Because it becomes a grind. It becomes unfun. You asked us how long. You asked us to should we make it longer. We said no.
Hey, this is way too long. I'm sorry.
We tell you this is what we like. You ask the players what we like.
It is unanimous. What happened here is you messed about with a formula that should not have been messed about with, and you broke it. Again.
Way too long.
And on top of it, what's really funny is Socrates is completely stopped now. He's done. I'm done.
I'm done.
Camp's well above done. Everybody, all the serious coiners are probably well done, and if they're coining anything, they're coining the service, the survivor bases that are out. They're coining.
Here's the thing, right? I think this goes back to what Z-Man said. He was as far as the duration, at least it gives people who have to work, like who have odd work schedules. At least it gives those guys a chance to, at least participate in Warpath. So from that perspective, I totally understand why, it may be a grind for some people to.
But if in that case, then they should make the event longer because the people have really funky event schedules for the event they can barely play. There's no right or wrong.
I mean, as it is, the event is 6 days long, I believe, right?
Right. Yeah. But still, some people have like they have a rotating schedule. Some of those weeks they work 4 straight days through the 6 days.
Yeah.
And there's no way to win when it comes to scheduling, but when you got a majority of a focus group saying don't do it, you got shows that are saying don't screw with it. You got all these people saying don't screw with it. Coiners are telling you not to screw with it, but yet you do.
One of the major complaints was there was no gold offers either.
Well, can we say
gold offers are down to marketing? I can't fucking yell at them.
Storm can't control that, and
it's out of Storm's control. So,
but back to what I was saying, if you get all these people saying don't do it, you got everybody saying don't do it. What's the first thing you don't do? You don't do this. You don't go against your coiners. You don't go against the players. You don't go against everybody saying don't do it.
Yeah. One thing that's been brought up constantly through, in past shows is we're talking about PvP here is the retreat button on your tune and the leave button.
Yeah, we need a leave button if our tune gets attacked.
Yeah,
yes.
I agree.
So yeah,
if it's a buggy and I'm in there, or a detonator I got stashed somewhere, I don't want to have to be stuck in there. I'm done. Let me out. Let me hit that leave and get the hell out of that attack.
Yeah, because the only other way to do it is refresh.
It also would be,
or have somebody bump your tune.
Yeah.
But sometimes they're in the middle trying to snipe, so now you're pulling a sniper away. That's frustrating.
Storm says he's trying to get the leave button.
And another thing,
that'd be a good change.
Another thing they can get rid of is that missions buttons, because it cost me on 2 attacks.
Those pop-ups in the bottom of this damn screen, you scroll across the top and it tells you what the mission is.
Mm-hmm.
When we go across to try to hit attack, that damn thing pops up. Screws on attacks up.
It pops up on. I'm sorry.
We need that going because not only are we misclicking, we're also getting screwed on attacks.
Yeah.
So that mission thing in the bottom sucks balls.
There is something else along the lines of base defense as well. I think I brought this up on the show last Thursday. It was about rendering bases. If I remember right, Storm Chaser said a lot of. I mean, I remember this from Storm Chaser saying this, as well as Satan in the YouTube chat, that a lot of it has to do with the walls in your base, because there's like 288 walls. They got to render each of those individually. So,
yeah, well, the thing is,
let me finish, Roy. One of the ideas that was brought up, I forgot if it was Storm Chaser or Golden Dude. It was one of those two. They suggested making bigger walls so there's less.
They're going to.
Yes. And the more I think about that, I think it would be good change for the game.
It's supposed to come with the last CC update, but it was full of bugs, so they took it out.
The week after, but they still are having problems. They're still working on that.
Yeah.
Okay? That's not a problem. They are working on that. But I'm going to tell you, it seems like the last 2 weeks, loading bases, loading tunes, it's all been the same. Slowed way down.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that is. Maybe Friendly Fixer can make a post and explain why all of a sudden the load times on bases and tunes is slowed way down. But I'd like to get back to going down my panel, which brings me to Ghost Rider.
Definitely too long. Does feel like a grind. I would say if they want to keep it to 3 days and have more opportunity for people to do it, is to not always do it on a set number of days, like swapping around Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe another time, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, something like that. But definitely not like 5 days, because it's just after somebody gets a certain amount set and whatever is, they're done. They don't want to do it anymore. Kind of like the event. I mean, 3 days is more than enough. We want to get back to doing the normal stuff. As per the negative bases, I have seen plenty of them as of the last 24 hours with like a -4, and I had more than enough honor. So I just thought that was just weird, but that's just me.
Now, my idea of Warpath is definitely clear. Way too long. One of the things that's bothering me, though, and I'm going to be absolutely honest, today I hit a level 43. Yes, I'm a 49. I'm up there. But the guy had 8,000 honor. Yes, I'm over 10,000, but I'm still within, at the time, within a little range, and I still only got 95 honor.
Let me bring something up, Roy. I know this has not only happened to me, but it's happened to other players as well. It's when you click right immediately. If you click attack, sometimes you get DC'd, and you're basically booted out of the game, and you have to reload. And by the time you reload, the attack is already ended, and you basically just wasted an attack. So here's what I would like to see change. For situations like that, at least before you give us the pink bubble, make it so we have to deploy a tune for cases like that, because it's happened, like I said, it's happened to me twice. As soon as I click attack, immediately I'm DC'd.
Yeah, that's fair. And I had to agree with Champ on that one, because there's been quite a few bases I DC'd, couldn't get in enough time. The base is already since I hit the attack, I get the bases bubbled, even though I didn't deploy.
Mm-hmm.
I got a couple of those. Mostly I had issues with spinning wheel of death just trying to log on.
Well, they're going to chalk that up to amount of players playing it.
Always.
But back to what I was saying, I'm sorry if somebody's got 8,000 honor and I'm just over 10, and yes, I'm a few levels higher. I shouldn't get the minimum. Sorry, that doesn't make sense. That, you know, and then one of them was 10,000 honor, and I was just under him, and I still got 135. Oh yeah, well yeah, he's a level 45, but he's got 10,000 honor. I have 8,000. Shouldn't I get more?
Yeah.
But nope, 135. I was like, this is freaking a joke.
Kind of makes you want to just hit dead bases.
That's all I was going to do that until we had a lot of jumpers. Then I was having fun with that. Yeah, I know the DC issue really sucks. For the next Warpath, I'm going to see if we can disable the 1-minute timer, which ends the battle with no units deployed. Now that would probably fix it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like a waste, you know. You click attack immediately, you're DC, and then you get stuck
By the
reloading.
time you get back, you're done.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So it's like that sucked.
So that's definitely a good idea. Now I'm going to ask a couple more questions, and then I'm going to bring up the hot subject that I definitely heard some things about. But we're going to stick to Warpath for just a little longer.
You mean we got some more juicy?
Please pull the time out of your head of how long it is. Just pull the overall fun you're having in your head, okay? So
go back to the formula. This one didn't work. Go back to the old one.
Let's forget the time, how long it's been. Are you having a good time with Warpath in general?
No.
No.
Yes.
My fun is done and over with. Black Hydra, what about yours? What do you think?
Yes and no. I mean, hell, I'm still hitting bases right now as we speak. But overall, having fun? No. Because I don't like watching my base.
24/7, 7 days, you know, yeah, that's going to suck. Killer B.
I am enjoying it, just not like I usually. The good thing about it is I finished before today, so I was able to do the 105 bases. I'm not really worried about my base. I've only been hit once, and then a friendly tune hit today. That's all I've had to do. My base I haven't been touched. So, but it's just dragging on. It's just dragging on. I want it to end.
Okay. Champ, what about you? Dan?
Sorry, what was the question?
Take the time out of the factor, and are you having a good time with Warpath?
Yeah.
That's good.
I am.
Ian, what about you?
I don't really enjoy this. After a certain point, it drives me crazy with my eyes, and now I'm not really having any fun.
Okay.
I'm still doing it, but that's it.
Let's go to Z-Man.
Yeah, I'm having fun. No one's hit me.
You're not a dead base, that's why. Pizza.
I'm having fun. Well, if I have to say one thing, the sector I'm in that we've smashed thoroughly, there's one guy that keeps running his mouth, and he's bringing family and this, and that has to stop.
We're going to get into that, and actually, that's one of the other topics.
That's where you lose. That's where I'm losing the fun. Is just getting disgusted at watching what he's saying.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit. Socrates. Sleeping Beauty, probably asleep. Phil's here, but he didn't play it. Ghost.
Hey.
All right. Well, what are you having fun with Warpath?
No.
You're having
because you ain't doing it.
You're having fun harassing Storm Chaser. That's what it is.
Oh no, I enjoy giving Kixeye as much shit as possible, and the more shit I can give them, the happier I'll be. They gave me a bunch of shit for 6.5 fucking years. They deserve it back. All 6.5 years of it. Bastards.
Ghost Rider.
What was the question again?
Are you having fun with Warpath?
Yes and no. Mainly no. I was having fun when we had active players trying to get the bases and we'd snipe them off, but then it gets down to a personal matter and them trying to say, oh, so-and-so does this wrong, so-and-so does that, and then, but they do the same thing. It's more so too much. 3 days, yeah, I'd have fun, but this long, the fun passes by so quickly.
Brings it to me. I'm going to tell you, to be honest, the first couple days I had a blast. And now I'm sitting here with a loud mouth that nobody can hit because we all pummeled him the first day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's absolutely fucking ridiculous because he's an asshole in the first place. But hey, that's the way it works. Now, I'm going to bring up a topic that we kind of just touched and I was trying to avoid, but I wanted to bring this up, is the harassment.
Can I leave this
family, the cursing, against terms of service altogether. We report these guys. We do. We send screenshots. I've sent 6 screenshots from one player, ID numbers and all, and nothing's happening. Now, I know this falls into that famous customer service area because those are the ones probably in charge of it. But am I the only one that has absolutely seen no punishment whatsoever to these people?
No, you're not the only one.
No.
I mean, Hydra, you seen anybody getting punished for any of that lately?
Punished for what?
To be brutally honest, it's been going on for years.
Yeah, so it's getting worse.
Punished for what?
I mean, you expect some kind of, shit talking, run of the mouth, kind of run of the mill
You're a
asshole.
noob, you're an idiot. What? That's
And
fine.
the
Call me
only-
whatever.
the only
But
thing-
when you start saying you talk about your sister and your mother and your father, like, come on.
Oh, I'm going to kill you, beat you, break your skull, crush every bone in your body. That's all come up all in the screenshot.
I'm going to do things to your sister. It's, oh, come on. And then they start bad-mouthing Muslims. I'm like,
Go
rude.
racial's against the terms of service. We got screenshots of racial.
Oh, the best one yet is about it all political.
I got one even better than that, Brandy. 3 years ago, I was actually given a threat right on WC chat. I reported it. Was told, there's nothing we can
That's what
do.
we're talking about. That's the whole thing we're talking about. We are literally sending screenshots of customer service, and I asked if anybody has just seen them doing anything about it lately.
No, not lately.
Anybody could say they have lately.
Not lately. I mean, 3
I have
years
not
ago,
seen-
yeah.
No, not even 3 years ago.
The only
That's-
response you get from customer service about something like that
Yes.
is to ignore them.
Killer Queen
That's it.
in chat, and I've seen this. I'm sure Roy has the screenshot. This player said, "Rip your heart out of your chest with this dirty spoon, and you can watch its last beat."
Yep, seen that one. See, I didn't get the screenshot of that, but I did get the screenshot where he says, "I'm going to beat you in front of your wife."
Yep.
That was classy, by the way. Real classy. I'm going to beat you in front of your wife and kids. Exact words. Screenshot sent in, along with 5 others. And guess what? This player has not been touched. Now, where is the line? Where's the customer service? This is right here what we've always been talking about. This does not make the game fun for us people to have to put up with it. We have a 13-year-old kid in our clan.
I had my
one of the reasons
15-year-old
why-
stop playing because of this crap.
This is one of the reasons why people get like, I don't need to see this crap every day, and they end up quitting the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is why a lot of new players won't start playing.
They get. I'm totally in agreement with what you guys are saying. But it's not only us, the players, that have to go through this. It's also the Kickside team, like Storm Chaser.
Got a death threat already.
Yeah, he said he got and so like us as players, we see these things. We see them frequently in the game chat. I typically am able to, just ignore it myself. If something's said about me, I don't really, I'll laugh about it. I'll brush it off, but that's just my way of going about it. I'm not gonna.
This setup, I don't believe that they can have like a moderator in every channel, like in every sector, like.
No.
This is supposed
the
to
one
be
game.
It's supposed to be being recorded. It's what I was told. That they can go back and see what's being said.
Like the one game that me and Black used to play, they had live moderators in every single chat and every single thing and all that. And if they have this recorded and they have people sitting in stuff, if they're thinking, why are they losing players and stuff like that? Obviously, they're missing one of the most important part is human interaction.
Oh yeah,
by their very nature, fucking cruel, unkind, and unfair a lot of the time.
That is
you put them in a situation like this, and they will become as cruel and as brutal as the most bloodthirsty you could possibly think of.
Well, yeah, along with what Brandy said that about the people are interacting. That's like probably number one aspect of this game. That's why it's probably the number one reason why a lot of people are still playing this game. It's because they meet good people. They make new friends. We meet a lot of people that we have a lot of things in common with, and we're able to get along. And then there's those other players where if they get attacked or the base gets destroyed or something like that, they don't know how to take it, and they think it's like
acceptable.
They think it's like I can't really understand their mindset of say we take some say me, right? I'm a level 48. I smash a lot of bases. So if I were to smash some base and some dude went off saying that shit like "fuck your mother," "fuck your sister," and all this, I don't understand what their mindset is to make them say those kinds of things. It's just it's a pixelated game. To me, it's like it's just me taking out your base or whatever. It's. If I end up destroying it with just my air, that's good on me. If I end up failing, okay, I'll take it on and move on, But it's some people are just not mature enough to play this game.
A comment was made in YouTube. Yes, you can Iggy, but yes, there still needs to be a line drawn. And when they are making threats, not only towards your family, to you, to being racial, that is terms of service. That is in the terms of service. Now, look, I don't personally think a 3-day ban is the answer. Okay, I believe they could. I know they could remove the game chat from people. I've seen it done to people where they do not have that box in the bottom. They have cords. They have the recon satellite, but they don't have a box. Now, personally, I think that would be a good answer to start making that happen more often. Yes, I know some of them have multiple accounts and they'll just jump on another one and go haywire. But a ban like this right now, where they put them, if they ban them for 3 days, that would screw up their warpath. That's a hell of a punishment. I think that would, if they're doing it, especially now, they need to be punished. Because, yes, this does take away from...
With the final warning.
The next warning is goodbye. Out the door. But the real thing needs to be done is that there has to be something done, because these players are absolutely thinking they can say this. And if you're a brand new player and you're a level, say, 5, and you just got out of that damn tutorial and you're starting to do bases, and the first thing you see is somebody saying, "Hey, I'm gonna fuck your mother." Would you want to continue playing?
Why do you think I don't let my kid play anymore?
Nope.
Well, to cut back even farther, about 3.5 years ago, in a group I was with, one of the guys actually had a death threat made to him. Somehow, the person actually found him. He ended up trying to break into the guy's house. The guy ended up shooting the guy. They didn't know what the hell was going on. All of a sudden, they went and did some kind of a search at his house, did search warrants and a whole bit. And they actually found where he had printed out all of his stuff on his own home computer about going to try to kill the guy. And it was real life. That was about 3.5 years ago. That guy, needless to say, does not play games anymore, period.
Look, I understand this is not in Storm Chaser's wheelhouse, but he goes into the meetings with these people, and this stuff needs to be addressed. And yes, Storm, I'm sorry, this is on your table from us because you're the only one that seems to be listening.
Well, I don't know.
Here in the game world, looking at this stuff.
I don't know if that's in Storm Chaser's wheelhouse to punish players for this kind of behavior, but it's something he can at least pass along as a suggestion. There needs to be stiffer penalties for things like that.
We got asked straight out, how can we bring players back to the game? Start making penalties for the older players. This guy is a level 48. He's got 2 accounts and literally going nuts. He's got a question for us. Please ask away. We find your questions always very good.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait for a minute, but I've been through this enough times and seen enough shit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I've had fucking dickheads turn up at my fucking house before now.
Yeah.
I guarantee he's going to go, what is the line? Where do we draw that line? But maybe I'm wrong. I talked to you guys before how to respond tickets and times on. The ticket times got nothing to do with these because we don't know if they're even reading these. We're not getting responses.
I've stopped sitting in tickets because I don't get a faster response in 5 days.
These tickets with the vulgarity, that should go right to the top of the line.
And on top of it, we don't even know if they're reading them because they don't give us a response.
Would you be willing to extend the response times on support tickets even more?
Yeah, if you're going to take care of stuff like this, yes.
Nah, I'm going to say no.
I'm sorry, you didn't see the comments out of this one guy.
All right,
I don't need to see the comments.
I have a question for Storm Chaser. For tickets sent on harassment, are they sent to the same team that are tickets for bugs in the game?
Yes, same team.
It should be a different department.
Yeah, there should be. I believe there should be a separate department for harassment issues.
But we can, guys, we can tell
like
them.
A human resource department.
My tickets are usually to the point now these days where I have to close it myself because nobody will answer it.
They're 2-3 days minimum for all my tickets. It's just the way it works.
It used to be that good, but now it's like non-existing, and I haven't done nothing wrong.
Well, I'm getting mine merged, and I've got one that's still.
It's currently handled by a different process, which has far less resources.
That's probably the first problem.
Well, merge the two together, and I bet you get more of a response. Just keep putting them. Put them in the queue, and I bet you you're still gonna. I bet you if you merge it all together, it'll go a little faster.
I had 2 tickets merged 7 days ago. I've got one that's still open for the last 2 days.
If they took both departments, merged it together, okay. So now everything's in the same queue. If they get answered in the same order, yes, you might get a delay of 12, 14 a day. I'd be fine with that. I'm sorry, I would be.
But you're talking about thousands of, and I mean literally thousands.
Yes, but right now we're not getting any response whatsoever. So if a response is still better than no response.
that half the people who are sending tickets aren't getting responses anyway.
Exactly.
Exactly. But I'm telling you, the harassment's got to stop. There's nobody. I'm sitting here, I'm playing this game, and I'm enjoying the people in the Discord because we got we had like 20 or 30 last night on our Discord.
Mm-hmm.
And
They're already informed.
we were blasting music, having a good time, and we're literally all of a sudden this guy starts yapping his mouth at level 48. Then he gets on his alt and yaps his mouth, and he's going back and forth accounts. It just the comments coming out of his mouth. I sent the Storm Chaser. They were beyond disgusting, and he's still on the game, and he's going to be on the game. He'll never get banned. Not even a warning. That's unprofessional for a company to allow this.
It's almost like I'm in customer service myself, going to people's houses, doing what I need to do. If I tell the person's wife, hey, you're gorgeous, I want to, what's going to happen? I'm going to get fired.
No, the girl's wife, the girl's husband.
I might lose a jaw, or I'm going to get an AR-57 through my head. Yeah.
Storm Chaser, you've seen only about a handful of what I actually had sent in. And yet, it's still not going to be touched. Would you ever put that, would you ever say that to anybody? Half of what you've seen. Would you allow, here's the question. Would you allow this to continue?
Better question. Storm, would you like on? I can back off. I'm serious.
Yeah. I've actually had one player. This also happened to a friend of mine, but they actually stole my one of my Facebook profile pics, and posted it as their own picture. And that's that should be considered harassment as well.
That's you gotta go through Facebook for harassment, though.
Yeah, I was going to mention that.
I've gone through fucking YouTube when fucking dickheads were turning up here pretending to be me. Yeah. That happened for quite some time.
Storm's probably trying to figure out how to politically answer that. Had a player banned for personal threats, but that was a long time ago. Yet, Nutcracker, you're 100% right. It's been a long, long time since we've seen anybody banned, warned, whatnot from customer service or whatever department that is. And that's the reason players are losing. Why do I want to come here and spend my gold where I can have somebody threaten my family or whatnot?
It's a free-for-all right now because KXI is not enforcing their own rules.
It is a free-for-all, and people know it. People just like that guy yesterday knows there's nothing's going to happen to him. Nothing's going to happen to him. We all know it. But Storm Chaser tells us to make sure we report this stuff. So as I told you, when you send them to me, I'll be discussing this as what kind of new options we can do or try to address it. Yeah. Here's one thing. The world chat. Take it right off. Take it for they can't type. You can do a temporary ban. Well, guess what? All you got to do is extend it.
My opinion on the subject matter is implement the 3-strike law.
That's not bad.
You get a warning. First time.
3-day ban.
No, I would go give them a warning, then give them a 30-day chat ban, then give them a game ban for 3 days, and then boom.
Actually, I'd agree with Roy.
That's exactly what I would do. I'd give them the first warning. Hey, you got banned from chat. Here's your warning. Next thing you know, okay, you broke it again. Guess what? Now it's time to slam you lose your base for 3 days. Okay, next time you're going to lose your account.
Well, that's the way they used to have it. They used to have the 3-strike law. If you've been
this guy they've been doing this for over 3 years. Yeah. In our old sector, we went to pages after pages, screenshots. Storm, this is going on, and it's going on for 3 years, and nothing's happening.
Storm Chaser said one thing that I'm puzzled by is that you said there are chat bans.
But we get a chat ban.
Storm. There are chat bans. If you're like totally spamming the game chat with, say, posting chords over and over, you will get a chat ban for an hour.
Yep. So I'm sure there's a way for you guys to go in there and put it much longer. Much longer. Like, come on.
You said, oh, okay, that's automated.
Yeah, that's automated, but can't you guys go in there and do something about that? I mean, adjust it?
Well, there's no way you can automate the language that is spoken.
No, but I'm talking about going in and automate how long the chat ban's for. I think that would be
I
very...
want to say simply that shit doesn't work, and if they should just ban them from the fucking game. If they can't fucking...
Yeah.
A decent set of
Well,
morals.
I don't think the support team or game team currently has a way to place a chat ban on a player. There would be a new feature we need to devise to make that for us. Well,
here's an idea. Here's an idea, okay? What I said before, 3-day rule. All right, rather than banning the player, completely reset his base, make everything go back to level 1. Don't take away his tunes or anything. Just completely reset his. Give him 2 warnings. Give him the first warning. If you continue with this kind of harassment, we will give you a 3-day ban. The player does it again, he's banned for 3 days.
I'm going to be honest.
And then with a new warning. All right. This is so and so from Kickside. Your account has been banned for 3 days. If you continue with your harassment, we will be forced to reset everything you own, including your base, your CC, all the tunes, your base expansions, anything that is associated with your base will totally be reset. Have a nice day.
And
is there any way to do that, Storm Chaser, do you think?
And also, you guys also said one day we're going to get an alliance chat. So why can't you, when you adjust the chat for alliances, whenever that is, you can put that chat ban in there also. So bring that alliance chat, fine, but then when you redo that chat, get rid of that other. Make it bannable. Look, I think he's got the point. The harassment is out of control. Nobody's seeing punishments. Nobody is being punished. I think we beat that horse. Let's move on to something that they probably could save time on. Is Storm Chaser himself put into, they're looking to change the bubble times.
What, for Warpath?
No, forever. And they're not going to do an 18, a 27, or 36. They're going to base it upon how much damage you take by your units and what's in your base. So if your base heals in an hour, you're popping.
I don't like that idea.
No one likes this idea.
Of course, they're going to do it anyways because it's what the focus group wants.
I'm with Tim.
I'm going to go down the panel. Wait a minute. I'm going down the panel, and everybody's going to get their say. So we're going to start with Black Hydra. Hydra, what do you think of this?
Oh, hell no.
A little more detail would be nice.
They changed bubble times, which is going to cause a lot of problems.
Well,
let's go to Killer Bee.
I can see that be a bad coding issue based off of what everybody has in their base. It's different. What tunes they had. I think that's a load of shit.
Okay, I'll get to Champ. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's not a good idea. I mean, the bubble times are fine just the way they are now. And other than this is excluding Warpath, of course, where you only get 4 hours. But changing your bubble time based on the tunes inside your base, here's why it's terrible. All right, me and I'm pretty sure all you guys here on the panel, we self-admittedly, no one's tell a lie. We take friendly bubbles before we go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
And we, obviously we can leave the tunes in our base, but okay, so say I'm offline and I leave my base full of tunes. Player comes by with his couple heavy tunes, completely flattens me, all my tunes. So I'm assuming that would give me a 36-hour bubble, right?
Correct. Should.
It should. So I don't like the idea. Just bottom line. There's a lot of reasons why I don't like it.
If we don't have no base defenders in your base, repair in an hour, then the extra hours of bubbles aren't there to help you repair. But that's not the point of that time.
Yeah, because if we get like an hour bubble, our bubble, say we didn't have any tunes in our base, that gives other players just a chance to pretty much run the train on our base and take all our infamy.
And it's not helping you fight. A base that's empty doesn't give repair time like a base that's full.
Yeah.
Here's an idea.
Tinkering around with the bubble times, I think should be left alone. Because there's other aspects of the game that could be improved on.
Storm, most of the time what you're going to find, even if the platoon for the base platoon's not in there, the repair time is actually used for your PvP and your other platoons that you're trying to utilize. So if the repair time's an hour and you've got 2 or 3 platoons that are destroyed, you've got no repair. You got no fight left.
Well, okay, so like if that's going to happen, because I'm assuming
they're trying to make a coin.
The way it is now, whether my base has base defenders or not, a player gets the same amount of infamy. And to make this viable, they'd have to adjust the infamy payout for our players. Right? So if we have our base empty, well, say normally a player, 46 hit my base. They get say for example 300 infamy with a fully defended base. The way that I'm reading this, what Storm Chaser's proposing, that same player can hit my base with no base defenders and still get that 300 infamy.
And then poor low levels won't be able to level up if they keep getting hit.
And the upper levels are just going to throw their siege in, fly over one time, wipe their base out, get 10 minutes repair, sit there and wait the next hour to do it again, just to bleed the infamy off. That's bullshit. Nobody wants that crap.
So, if we leave our base undefended and a player's getting the same payout, what kind of benefit is that?
Fucking bubble time exactly the way it has been for the last.
I understand where you're getting this idea.
Started.
This is the worst idea you've ever come to us with.
Which means that it's already going to be in play. It's just a matter of when.
No, it doesn't. You know what? We don't get heal time. So if we don't stay on 24/7, keep healing our tunes. Oh, wait, we can't heal our tunes because we're fighting 24/7. We're going to have no time to repair. Your repair times as it is extensive. My base tune takes 10 hours to repair. Now, that's my base tune. If I have tunes in PvP, which we're limited, we get 4 tunes only, guess what? I got like 20 hours of repair in there. That's not counting air.
And honestly, I would quit.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely freaking ridiculous.
I would quit.
I think
that would force people to quit.
I'll tell you this right now. You did that. I'm done. I'm walking away.
I'm also done.
That would be it would actually force people to be on longer than they
possibly could.
They possibly could. It would probably force people to leave this game. More people.
I'm telling you right now, if they propose this change, they put this change in play,
right.
I will quit.
Because how can you expect to help the lower levels level up when you're constantly getting beat on, and they're getting beat on, and then all your shit has to repair, their shit has to repair, and you can't have your other shit repaired because you're constantly repairing your...
Hey guys, here's another subject that we need to think about. Upgrade times. When you get hit in your CC, that slows down your upgrade into CC. So now these lowers that can't ever get repaired because they're constantly getting smacked, how long is that CC going to take to upgrade?
I'm going to be completely fucking brutal. Whatever ideas you had about changing this bubble, or whatever ideas the game team has had about changing this bubble, you take those plans, you roll those plans into a nice little ball, turn that son of a bitch sideways, and stick it where the sun don't shine.
Exactly. Because I'll tell you this, you will burn the game down.
95% of War
come back to War Commander and quit again on the same day.
Well, what about and on top of it, if we don't log in, start our base tune repair. Okay, our base tune's going to take 10 hours to repair. Okay, we got a 10-hour bubble, but if we don't go in and repair the tune, guess what happens? Now we have a dead fucking base. That's that's never going to have a tune in it.
Hey guys, here's the other side. Here's another issue I have with it. Right. So we have players from all over the world playing this game.
Yep.
And, kind of with different time zones, completely different time zones. So when I'm sleeping, there's some other guy in say, Europe or
Australia, because we have a lot of
the Philippines or Australia. They're going to be up. And they, even when I'm at work, there's players that are on, and I'm not gonna sacrifice my sleep and my work for this game. So I have to admit, man, I have my own personal life, and
I'll tell you what, Dr. Phil, that Star Trek game, I guarantee I'd be a full-time, and that's where all my my cash would be going to.
Mine will just continue to watch Netflix. Screw it. I mean that information piece right now, right there. Honestly, I almost want to
next month. Fuck you guys.
I almost want to actually quit now if I know that's going to come up in 6 months.
He said it's not on the calendar. You should never put that on the calendar. That should have never came up in your guys' head. You don't listen to the players, evidently.
Fuck Bernie.
The casino's going to get my money. I'm going to go start playing bingo more often.
You're going to lose coiners because you know what? Coiners don't want to get hit offline. They want to fight. They want to have somebody come hit their base live. They want to.
I'm going to put my money in baking. Fuck it.
Exactly. Well, there's another coiner. Are you guys willing to lose that much money revenue?
I just would rather take the money that I would spend in this game and go buy lottery tickets. I'd have a better chance of actually winning something.
I just hit $25 off of $2. That's a great deal.
See?
I'm telling you.
I mean, Kickside is thinking like, okay,
we're
it. Everybody plays the game. We play the game.
No, we won't be playing the game. I will literally delete my account. It won't be
work 8 hours.
No, I can't delete my account. I spend like so many thousands of dollars.
Oh, dude, I spent $4. I will delete it. I will not come back.
I will
farm.
He says, I'm so happy you guys are able to friendly brainstorm ideas together without freaking out.
You want to know what we told you?
This is a unanimous thing. If that changes.
Wait a minute, guys. The reason they're trying to do this is they want to stop the 69ing. We told you what to do with that. You don't listen. I'm tired of it. The same conversation. Take the cooldowns to 20 minutes. That means they morale out. That means those tunes around the base morale out. So they can't sit there and hold their nuts for 20 minutes. How hard is that to understand?
What's the new update? I'm sorry, I was gone for a second.
Oh,
for a second.
how hard is it to figure out? Hey, if they're going to morale out to 2 hits for 12 minutes, if we take
they're increasing the
20,
time to 12?
they can't defend their base that long.
Right. I'm just a friendly pointer. Calm down before you blow your voice box.
Question.
How about the point where
They're increasing the time?
No,
No, decreasing.
What?
This is what they're going to do. They're going to base your bubble time on the amount of tune that's in your base. So if you have a buggy in your base, you got like 2 minutes. Bubble.
What the fuck?
Time out, man. They
Oh,
didn't say they're going to do
hell.
that. They're saying that's an idea they have, and we're just voicing our opinion. It's not a good idea. It'll make players walk away from the game.
Well, you want to say 4 years? I would say 1 year, then the game would die if they did that.
1 year,
That
I would say 6
crazy.
months.
What?
There'd be no revenue coming in because the coiners can't play like they want to.
I haven't wrapped my mind around it. Like, repeat
Sure.
that again. If you have a buggy inside your base, you only get a 2-minute
How
bubble.
long does it take for your base tune to completely heal if it's 100% dead?
Instant.
Now, mine's 10 hours, so my bubble would be 10 hours. If I don't have a base tune in there, it's 1 hour no matter what.
Well, I think we're
hell fucking no.
I think we're all in unanimous agreement that it's a terrible idea, and if Kickside did it,
It'd be done.
I
I'd quit. Fuck it.
I would have to move on to World of Warships.
Right?
No, champ, I tell you what, I'd follow you over.
Yeah, it's not a good.
World of Warships is a pretty fun game. I play it.
I played it years ago. When
I'm telling you right now, I would delete my account that day. Not wait till tomorrow, wait till the day after. I would make my decision. It would be deleted. I'd be gone. I wouldn't come back. I'd close the show down. I'd shut it all down. Because I will not follow a game that doesn't listen to the people any longer.
Yeah, and I'd back you up on that because I wouldn't run the show after either. Fuck it.
Take that idea, wrap it up like Doc said, and you know where you guys can stick it.
Yeah, to be honest, guys, the 69 issue. I understand why people hate it, but let's be honest here. At least for
regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless of
they're going to find a way around it, and although it is an issue, yes.
I'll tell you, why don't you come on here and address us? I would.
Roy, can I please talk here?
Carry on, Jam.
Okay. I understand the 69 issue. People don't like it, all right? And it is annoying when a player's attacking your base and at the same time their base is being attacked by one of their alts or someone, that's it's just it's something that's annoying, but it's not really detrimental. I mean, because let's be honest. I mean, we're all, most of us here, except for Dr. Phil, we're all getting our infamy, regardless. We're all still so the 69. It's not the biggest issue in this game. It's something that's just annoying. And players are going to find their way around it somehow, no matter what Kickside comes up with. This idea with the shortened bubble times, it's just really it's a terrible idea. It would force players to. Well, it wouldn't force players because I'm not going to stay on. I'm not going to. But I mean. Just think about it. If your base is getting attacked, I mean, first let me get your idea from the panel, okay?
Let me check what Storm just said. Then you can go on. Okay, guy. Okay, it's not a good idea, so we won't do it.
Let me get all your guys's.
Can I have that in writing?
Yeah,
because it means they'll do it anyways. It's just not now.
Let me get your guys's vote here on the panel as well as in YouTube. All right. So, who here takes a friendly bubble, say during the week before they go to bed?
Or
I did all the damn time.
Me. I do.
Me.
I do.
I do 12-hour shifts.
I'd rather fight online than come home and see your base smashed and have 12 hours worth of repair.
Okay.
And you can't do anything.
Okay, so Killer B.
Oh, hell yeah.
So we have one I do on YouTube. What about you, Hydra?
That's two.
Yeah. I always take a friendly bubble right before I go to bed.
And let me. Okay, so on that, someone said I never take a bubble.
Yeah, a few nevers. A lot, mostly I do's.
Okay, so do you guys think it's morally wrong to do that?
No. It's called we have lives. We have responsibilities.
So you're not.
I need to go to work in the morning and not wake up to a flat.
When I get home, I want my shit repaired so I can get on and beat some ass. Not worried. Did I get a bubble in the middle of the day because I can't pop and now I got to worry? But no, I don't want.
Or on top of that, let me mention this: if it's an hour repair time, for example, then you have a 10-minute lapse before you can get another bubble for another hour.
So, okay, so I think we're all in agreement. There's a couple guys that disagree on YouTube. So we've got that out of the way. So do you guys consider that 69ing?
No.
Second part of the question.
No, it's not 69. You want to 69, that's when you jump into an enemy sector, you fight, you're hitting other people, and they're bubbling you at the same time. That's bullshit.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. So 69ing is not it's not the same thing as taking a friendly bubble before you go to bed. Okay, so let's differentiate between the two. So 69ing to me, all right, you're actively online, on game, actively fighting, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to bed or anything. You're just taking a bubble so another player doesn't attack your base. When you know you're going to be on for the next 3-4 hours, however long players play. To me, that's what the difference between 69ing and taking a friendly bubble before you go to bed.
I disagree with that too, Champ. As far as you going to be on 3 hours, 69 to me is I'm out hitting a base. I got somebody hitting me to prevent being attacked.
That's what Champ said.
Then 10 minutes later, I break. That person's hitting me again while I hit.
That's pretty much what I intended to say.
Well, yeah, and you said 3 hours, so but that's what I. But
what's going to stop the 69ing as what's happening is basically the 10-minute rule is good, but when they're holding their base for 7 minutes, let go and then grab the base again. Those twos need to ghost away.
I just wanted to make sure, since Storm's on YouTube, that he understands the difference from what we consider a 69 and what an actual, the difference between taking a 69ing and us taking, say, a friendly bubble before, we go to work. Or before you go to sleep, or whatever the case.
Right now. I want to get it all out. The reason I want to get it out uninterrupted one way or the other. I'll mute you all if I have to.
Yeah.
Changing the time to 20 minutes will not only make the person morale out, because they'll have to do it more than twice. So they'll tune a ghost off, and then what's going to happen is these guys are going to get the train rode on them, because. And they literally hate getting that train ridden on them. So it's going to become a discouragement. The odds of them being able to protect themselves for 20 minutes is unlikely. So after a while, again, the train ridden on them, and it's going to discourage them from doing it more. So they're going to have to come up with a different tactic at that point. So if we could take the cooldown to 20 minutes, let them jump in. Oh, they held their base twice. Their tunes then ghost off. Now they got 12 minutes of beatdown or 8 minutes of beatdown at least. They're going to lose their ass. They're not going to want to keep doing that. I mean, after you get the train ridden on you a couple times, all kind of like watch what you do a little harder. Because I'll tell you what, I haven't had the train ridden on me once, and I don't plan on it. Okay, go ahead, guys.
I was waiting for Kill a Bee. Let's beat a dead horse.
I think the horse has been beaten to death.
Actually, I would have to change that since I just recently found out that Roy is a Denver Broncos fan. I'll say, quit beating the donkey down. So I'll stop saying horse and beat a donkey.
Eject button right in my hand because I was waiting to eject somebody from interrupting me. I could do it just for the fun of it.
Roy, it's your show, but let me know when we're ready to move on to a different subject because I really have something I want to talk about. Totally, completely different subject, though.
I actually got a question for Storm, and I can't read YouTube.
Go ahead, ask away.
All right, it has to do with basically what we're all discussing. If the bass automatically heals, why can't the bass tunes automatically heal also?
Well, they took away that function a long time ago.
Yeah,
why can't it be added back in?
They're not going to do that, man.
Probably because somebody would have manipulation of it or some sort.
That would be too exploitable.
Yeah, new coding, new chances for hacking, all this other crap.
There's no way they're going to have her based.
Nutcracker had a suggested simple solution: give infamy for successfully defending your base. You know what? That's a good idea too, Nutcracker. Successfully defending your base gives you would give infamy. You know what? A lot of us would be even happier about that. Champ, will you kick somebody's ass?
Well, here's the problem I have with that. That's also exploitable.
Well, anything new is exploitable.
Yeah, I mean that's why I'm so. I don't want them to even mess with the way it is now because right now, it may suck sometimes. It's got its issues, but I'm just really a skeptic of any changes they make to it because it just makes things more exploitable. These slight changes.
All right, champ. Bring up
my whole thing is just don't touch it. It's just it's not really broken. It's fine the way it is. Don't touch it.
All right, well, champ, bring up what you wanted to bring up.
Oh yeah, well, it's a totally different subject, but
I think we've already killed this one.
Yeah, my thing is with the Shadow Ops 95 bases. I think I've done around 15, 20 of those bases, and I've only got 3 gold tech.
You mean this was in a focus group I was also in, and we said the same thing. And on top of it, we brought up you remember back when you used to do boss bases, and they would count for Shadow Ops.
Yeah.
And we've recommended them to bring that back in the focus group. And we said, and they asked us, well, what would make you repeat Shadow Ops more? We said, put them in the boss bases where they originally were. And we would like that, or make the gold tech at least more available when you do that. Because that used to be part of it too. The boss base, you get gold tech.
I don't know what their random number generator thing is, but it's absolutely horrendous. 3 gold tech out of 20 bases, and then top that off, the bishop, it has 2 gold tech.
Yep.
The 3 gold tech I've gotten are all the tactical training one.
Now, on top of it, think about it, champ. All the way we used to get gold tech in the past, they've taken away from us, and now they put this nice little lottery system, which no one ever hits. I think I actually have better luck going to a store and buying a lotto ticket than I do getting gold tech.
Yeah.
And, that was in a focus group that I was in. And that was the first thing we said. We want more gold tech. We will do Shadow Ops.
Here's the change I would like to see, right? So Shadow Ops base, you get the 95 first run through, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to see at least 1 bronze, 1 silver, 1 gold.
That would be the way to do it.
For completion of Shadow Ops.
Yep. Good idea, champ.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got to work early, so I am out of here. You guys take it easy and good luck.
Good night, Doc.
Fuck Dick's eye.
Night, Doc.
Nutcracker Queen, if you want to come in, I sent the link to both of you, so enter the building. Or to Huntsman, I gave that link to. Dad, we should get you on here one day. I don't give a crap. Everybody's welcome, it seems like today. I'm just trying to catch my breath here, I guess. But, Champ, you're 100% right. For a completion, you should get 1 cycle through. It would make people, if every time you went through, you got 1 of each. How many times would you repeat, Champ? Maybe you're not guaranteed to get the right ones, but you're guaranteed to get stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter which ones, just as long as 1 bronze, 1 silver, and 1 gold.
I'd repeat like 5-6 times.
That's the way they should. That's the way I believe they should have the payouts for these Shadow Ops.
Yeah, I agree.
This lottery system is just ridiculous. And
Queen.
I'm quick on the click.
That's what she said.
These
Run,
90
run.
the 95 Shadow bases, Shadow Op bases, they're I take a little bit of damage in them. It's not horrendous damage, but I still take some damage. They are a fun base. I'll give them that. It's a pretty nice base they have, but the payouts suck.
Oh yeah.
The payouts are just for the amount of damage I take on those bases. I ain't really getting shit on the payout except for what seems to be bronze. It's just totally lopsided.
Champ, Storm Chaser says that's a decent suggestion, and I 100% agree with you, Champ. 1 of each. It doesn't have to be guaranteed which one. Just 1 of each. Would totally repeat more often. I'd be willing.
Yeah, or even if they just make it on the, they change it up, right? So your initial Shadow Ops run, make it 1 of each on the first completion, and then thereafter, if you choose to do the repeat, make it Lotto. That's fine. I'm fine with that. But
no, I think the Lotto in this game needs to just go out the door. It's hard.
I don't like the Lotto, especially with these golds, because the numbers are just. Let me check my tech center right now for you guys.
The Lotto is bullshit.
Here, I'll present. I'll present. Let me present, and I'll show you guys.
It would make more sense that on each completion you get 1 of each of the chests, because you're basically completing the entire run through, even though it's adding, say, 4,000 each time you redo it. You still are completing the entire run. So why wouldn't you get 1 chest of each for the completed run?
Or you complete it. We complete it 1 time. It's
an hour to render here. So sorry about this.
You complete it. You repeat it a 2nd time. You get silver. You complete it again a 3rd time. You get gold, or some hence of that.
Well, to everybody in YouTube, if you have a beer, take a sip, because I'm pretty sure it's much needed. I know I am.
Uh-huh.
Oh, after don't you like my hot topic of the day, Queen? I bet you really liked that one, didn't you?
I was on YouTube. I couldn't type quick enough to keep up with your. I don't even know what to call what you did. It's such a wow.
That's what I call the hot topic. And when I heard about this, I was like, "Can you get me the screenshots?" And when I got them, I was like,
"So,
are you effing kidding me?"
I'll show you guys my bishop, the tech I've gotten so far.
That's why I've been crabby the last day or so.
Okay, so.
Go ahead.
So here is tactical training. Like I was saying, I've gotten 3 of those. All right. The other gold tech, nothing. 0, 0. That's a free one. The thick tires total. So far, 11 of 11. Improved treads. So I have I have a total of 20 bronze tech compared to 3 gold so far. You can check the silver. So 7 of the silver tech. 6. So 13 of the silver is compared to 20 of the bronze and only 3 of the same gold tech. Totally lopsided. So that's just that's something I'd like to see changed. You guys
Well, I agree with you, champ.
I'm pretty sure everybody's tired of hearing me bitch, so I'm gonna shut up.
No, it's not. Not tired of it. We're just frustrated in general. I think everybody's a little overwhelmed with what was dropped earlier. And
yeah, I couldn't type quick enough to keep up.
I don't think anybody could. Everybody, as soon as I dropped that bomb, I think everybody shit themselves.
Well, I'm sitting here just because I'm on the outside looking in because I wasn't on the panel. I'm literally talking. I've got my headset on still, so I'm literally yelling at my headset like, "Wait, these fuckers can't hear me."
Yeah.
I'm like opinion. Oh wait, they can't hear me.
What was that?
Yeah, exactly. So now that we can, now we've addressed the
Nutcracker said he has all gold. Huh?
How many times did you repeat? Knowing Nutcracker, probably a lot. When he gets it, he's another Dabba. When he wants something, he's going to grind it.
Roy, something to make you happy. The donkeys won, so that should cheer you up.
The bounty. You mean them trying to hunt me down? I was never worried about it. I'm sitting in their sector and they still haven't hit me.
No, the Broncos won.
I never even got to watch football today, to be honest. I have it on, but I just can't focus on it. I got other things to worry about. I got too many other things to worry about.
Oh, that sucks.
So let's move on to the final subject, and then we can get the hell out of here. And the final subject is something very simple. What I mean simple as we're looking at the beginning of the Infamy season, and the Infamy, Warpath started off, and I feel that starting a season off with a Warpath kicks ass. I really do. And whoever came up with that actually had a good idea. And I'm hoping the rest of the panel agrees. I want to end on a positive note. So what do you guys think of starting the season off with this Warpath? Even though as long as it is, what do you think?
I think it was a good idea.
Definitely got us going on that, didn't we?
I thought it was a great idea to start it right at the beginning of the BVP season. I thought it was a great idea.
Yeah.
What do you think, Killer B?
I think it was pretty good because it was mentioned earlier about the timing of these things. Do you do it at the beginning or do it at the middle? Because now what this is going to generate is look at all the 3,000 people in Gold 1 and Gold 2 they're going to have. So when Warpath is over, it's going to be Warpath without the honor after, because they're going to be looking, all right, where are all these 3,000 people at? So it's going to keep more fighting going on. So
and more gold.
And that's right. It was a pretty good idea, I thought. Pretty good idea.
I agree. Champ, what do you think?
Yeah, I liked it. The only kind of gripe I have about it is it's really tough to get the Infamy payout, but even with our Warpath, I mean I like it. It being at the beginning of PvP season, it's not a bad idea. I like I had no problem with it. It was good Warpath.
Iron.
I think it's a great idea for it to be at the beginning of the season. It starts it out so you at least have a chance to go for medals and that for during the rest of the time. So I agree with it, but I don't like the length of the time for this.
Miss Queen.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Great concept. I mean, not only are you trying to chase your honor, but you're trying to get yourself back up into a proper Infamy status. with your infamy and all that stuff. Yeah, it was good. Only drawback is the time. And yeah, next person.
Z-Man. He's muted still. Last call for Z-Man. Pizza.
It was a great idea to do it at the beginning. Gets everybody rolling. But 6 days is way too long. It's a real big grind.
It's not even so much of the grind. It's monotonous.
Yep.
It's like,
don't get me wrong. I'm having fun in the sector we're smashing.
I'd rather have a regular war here. That way I can hit some idiot.
Hit over and over and over. What about could we put a rule in? You can't bubble a guy more than once a day.
That'd be kick ass. Oh. But I don't see that happening.
I know.
I'll go for the fact that they went on like a 6-day warpath. Give them 48 hours.
Okay. That'd be fair.
I can live with that too. Quick draw.
Yeah.
He's probably fighting.
Probably sit there in a food coma.
Ghost Rider.
I enjoyed the fact that it was at the beginning. That was awesome. I hope to keep it that way. But yes, it was a terrible grind. We did have fun. It's just too long. We'd like to focus on something else now.
All right, I'm going to be honest. I think it really got us cranking and motivated for this season. If the length would have been correct, I think we would have all been probably super motivated to really just pound it out for a few days on regular wars. The length is going to okay. I can't wait to get back to our sector, heal for a little while, and then start again. So I feel it was a good idea to crank it just like this. Storm Chaser said that it came from the focus group. Well, that was the one positive thing you guys listened to us about the whole focus group.
Was there a recent focus group?
Not lately. I haven't seen it, or I haven't been invited. I don't know.
I haven't seen one since the progress and status of the game.
I probably won't be invited to the next one because I've been so hard on Kickside. But the last thing I want to bring. The last thing.
Can I say one thing real quick, please?
Okay.
I'm a late bloomer, and this is a personal request towards Storm Chaser. I'm not a coder, I'm not a developer, and none of us are, at least not to the aspect of what you're doing. I personally don't know what a UI issue is. It sounds like something you get when you hold your pee too long, personally. But
no comment.
But just saying, I don't know what that entails.
Well, see, the difference is there's no T in that one, so.
Yeah, that's why I said it kind of sounds like something when you hold your pee too long. But neither here nor there. Damn, I can't. I'm laughing at myself. That was a good one. Yesterday's.
That's exactly what the issue is, he said.
Well, there's no T in it.
And the problem is they're holding their pee too long, probably trying to figure this shit out.
Oh my god, we get tears now, I swear.
Wow.
But whatever, 6 1 half a dozen to the other. It's just becoming a more and more common issue.
Jeez. Head on a pike.
Yeah, this is becoming more of a
when you hold your pee too long, it looks like the honor change is negative.
Yeah. Well, like I was saying, this is becoming more of a common issue. Like every time something gets implemented, and it's a UI issue. Oh, we can't do it. It's a UI issue. I'm pretty sure half the player base that were on the other side of the world between the time the boost launched to the time it got taken off the map didn't even get a chance to get involved in that. So that's something you really need to look into. Just work on them UI issues. I don't want y'all holding your pee too long.
I think Storm Chaser's got a bottle next to him because he's always at his computer, I swear. All right, the final thing is we have a community manager. and Bernie.
Bunny.
Now,
It's not Easter yet.
I've seen Storm Chaser on the map kicking ass, not hitting bases. Which I wish they could hit bases. I don't know how many out there say wish they could hit a couple bases if you asked. I would love to see that, to be honest. But Bernie doesn't have one on there. Now, he's our community manager. He does not have a base. He is not playing against us.
He
He is not getting the feeling of this game and how important.
Does he not have a base at all, or just doesn't have it on the map right now?
Oh, he's got a base. I heard he's got an account, but no, he is not playing against his community.
Oh, I know he's not doing that. I was just wondering if he had a base at all.
He is not. He does not answer customer service like Storm does. He does not watch the shows.
So why does he even get involved?
So my question is he really our community manager, or is Storm doing all the grunt work?
I think Storm's doing it.
I think Storm's doing it. And I think that's wrong. He's supposed to be getting the pulse of the people. He is not. Because if he was, he's the one that asked the focus group questions. He is not listening, as we can see from the calendars and so many other things. The gold sales not being announced when they start to finish. He's the community manager. He's supposed to be talking to us. Storm does 99% of it. Now, I love you to death, Storm. You are a stand-up guy. You take the beats for everybody. When shit goes bad, you always answer no matter what. When these guys don't.
Storm, here's a kicker. When you and your missus decide to have kids, Roy will be your surrogate mother.
My point is, Storm Chaser cannot keep this up and make keep making this game gay. Yeah, good. Making this game great and improvements. If he's got to 24/7 be the community manager too, it's unfair. This CM Bernie needs to get off the pot and become part of the community.
Needs to get off his ass.
Now, I'm not the only one that has discussed this, seen this, talked about this. This has been going on, and we've been all waiting for him to step up. And yeah, he gets a Discord every now and then. If we tag him in something, he'll respond. But we shouldn't have to, because most of the subjects are really relevant. Now, I personally think his ass should be in the damn game right now with the base, seeing what the community likes to do. Gold sales are not handled by him. No shit.
We know that.
But he's the one that's supposed to communicate when they start, when they finish. He's also the one that handles the calendars. If you were to listen to me. If you want to chime in with what I said, not other stuff. He doesn't do the scheduling for the gold sales. You're right. That is in sales. But he's the one that's supposed to put the banners up. He's the one that's supposed to be in the forums. He's supposed to be in Discord, taking the lumps. And I'll tell you who's doing all that. That's Storm Chaser. I'm sorry. I'm very passionate about this because I sit there and talk to Storm. I send him screenshots. I shouldn't have to send him screenshots of harassment problems. You know who should be handling it? Because he's a community manager. Bernie. He doesn't handle anything. No, you're right. There's no set dates. But you know what? When they put him up and they take him down, he should be doing, okay, guys, when are you taking him down? He's supposed to be, should be getting our information for us. That's his job. That's his job to communicate and be the middleman. He's not playing the middleman. Probably playing in his pockets. The middleman. He's supposed to be taking the brunt.
Be careful, Roy. He might ban you again.
Oh, I'll get another warning. Give me the warning. I'll take the thing. Let's be honest, though. The guy is not giving us the information. He's setting up these calendars and he's not listening to us. This guy doesn't have the pulse of the community. Storm Chaser does. I give him nothing but praise because he is in here night after night. He comments on something, he takes his lumps.
I mean, I even name dropped Storm Chaser today on Battle Vortex Hangout Show because he is there. He is the one giving us what we need.
But where is the community manager? You know what he's starting to remind me of? I will say the word. I'll say the name.
Sulaco, go ahead. I did it.
Sulaco, because he's disappearing more and more. There is no middle ground. I know, guys, that there's no set date, but what he could do, hey, get on the phone, send an email. Look, the community wants to know when this gold sale is going to end. I need to make sure they get that information. Oh, we don't have it yet. Don't settle for that. Tell them, hey, I need at least 12 hours notice. He's not doing none of this. You want to talk about dropping the ball? I almost think it's Sulaco was better at his job than what Bernie's becoming.
Ooh.
When's the last time he did a podcast? Yes, I know we all hate the podcast because it's so scripted and they edit the shit out of it. But he hasn't even done that. What is he doing? What is he doing for our community? Anybody seen him really do much?
Nope.
Anybody on this panel at all?
Nope.
He's getting ready to hit the ban button on you, Roy. You better watch that.
Here's the kicker, and I'll say this. I'll say this. There's probably things he does in the background, but there's a lot more he could be doing in the foreground.
Bingo.
Right.
Well, if you think about it, a community manager should be in contact and in communications with the community. If he's not doing something or not showing it up, even at shows to answer a couple of questions or something, I mean, what communication is there?
Golden Doodle's the one handling multiple games at the same time. He's the one handling Vega Conflict and Battle War Commander. He's the one handling both right now.
And he's on the map.
And he's on. Thank you. Good point. And he's on the map. We're supposed to see that though, Dark Shadows. He's the community manager. And Doodle's the one doing both, not CM Bernie. Sorry, you're a little off on that one. Look, guys, the facts are the facts. Our community manager is not being our manager. Storm Chaser is being the guy. And he isn't doing an amazing job. Yes, he takes the blame when he breaks it. As he says, I broke it. He'll take that blame. He takes that lump.
We are a very, very, very... And I'll say it.
Storm Chaser stepped up. It said he is doing. Bernie is also managing both games. Well, he's not managing either one correctly then, because we don't see him.
I'll say this, and I'll be blunt. Y'all have never known me to beat around the bush. We're a bunch of needy bitches. We are, and when we want it right now.
I'm done with this right here for right now.
We are. When we want it now. We've had 7 years of, I don't even know what to call it. So now we're in that time where we want it. They stepped up. They can't let us down now.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing. The fact that Storm Chaser's on here. It's at least this is my personal feeling. The fact that CM can't contribute as much as he liked to because he's doing whatever, both games or whatever. So it's to me, at least personally, it's irrelevant. Storm Chaser's been doing a terrific job. So
it's not irrelevant. When the guy is in charge of the calendar. He is in charge of the calendar. We told him not to do stuff, but he still does it because he doesn't have the pulse of the community.
Yeah, but to me,
you're in charge of something that's that important.
Well, here's the point I'm trying to make: is way we had before Storm Chaser and CM Bernie came on, it was 1,000 times worse. As far as communication between us and War Commander Kixeye.
And that's what I was trying to say. They've stepped up. Now they can't step backwards.
So I don't. I guess we can complain about Bernie and whatnot, but to me, having Storm Chaser on there, it's 1,000% better than it was.
Well, thanks to him doing what all he's done, but it's not. It falls down to it's not truly his job. Not that I wish he would ever leave because I love him to death. I can't. But the community manager is handling something that is very important, which is the calendar, and he don't have the pulse of the people.
Storm Chaser asked if before Bernie if there was a calendar at all.
No.
Yes, there was. It was. We got details on it. Was it clear? Was it the same format as this one is? They changed the format. The format's not bad now, but I'm going to be honest. We're still like Warpath wasn't on this calendar. They put it on there. They didn't put an end date. They don't,
Yeah, I make a calendar every month for the community, and I had no way to put an end. I just had Warpath. That's it. I had no when to end or nothing. I was just like, okay, Warpath.
Gold sales go on. We don't get end times. This guy is supposed to be the community manager showing, hey, our community that coins needs to know when it's going to end. They might put last minute gold on. We can't get that information from our community manager. We asked in Discord, we can't get it. Champ, here's a prime example. Champ.
Yeah.
The other day you bought gold right before a gold sale, correct?
Oh yeah, that's not a problem when it ends. It's when it begins is my problem. Because it was the day of the event. It was the first day the event started. The first thing. Yeah, so I've made my gripes clear about it, so I'd like to move on.
And like Storm said, and he's being honest, he says, no offense, he goes, I enjoy making games more than communicating with you guys. And honestly, I can't blame him. I'd rather be making games than communicating with the community.
I can't blame you 100%. But unfortunately, you're the only one that's stepping up and being the man doing the job that's a lot of times you shouldn't have to.
I mean, I like to be that guy that sits at PlayStation and sits there and plays around on games all day going, yep, this sucks. Yep, that's great. Yep, this sucks. Yep, that's great. I'd love to be that person.
Well, all I'm saying is if the job is so important as being a community manager, you're supposed to have the pulse of the people, making these calendars, making the schedule, shouldn't he know what the people really want? Shouldn't he listen to the focus groups that he was putting together? Shouldn't he be the one that's, making the post about when sales are coming and going? Yes, I know they don't give exact times, but he should be trying to get them. He's supposed to be the go-to. Not that Storm is not doing a bad job. I just wish he could focus on what he needed to be, what he wants to focus on. His job is supposed to be focusing on, not handling everything. All I'm saying.
And racing for the midnight train home.
Oh, exactly. When Sam Bernie should be racing. I bet you he doesn't miss a train. Look, all I'm saying is if he's got an important job for us is making that schedule, shouldn't he know what the hell the people want on that schedule?
And I'm not going to sit here and completely
now,
beat up the person.
How many people on this panel have hit Storm Chaser? Because I know Storm Chaser got quite a few of us. Champ, you went one-on-one with them. How'd that go?
Not good. He's got an extremely good base, and so I learned my lesson. I'll do better next time, I promise.
Killer P, you hit him. How'd you do?
Air Panini, and then afterwards, and I got to thank you, Storm, for like the 180 to 200 infamy I got from hitting your tunes, and I do know some of your tunes. They love Envoy, so I kept feeding them Envoy. So thank you for that.
I got Come On Guys.
But Hydra, did you happen to hit Storm? Okay. Iron, did you try?
Nope. Didn't try.
Queen, I know. Did you try?
I didn't do Storm, but like I said, I got Come On Guys. Which the spelling of his name just did my head in because he spells guys Guise. I was like, whatever. So trying to type that in global, like I wanted them to pop. I was trying to get him to pop for the sector he was in. Which thank you. You came to 188. You made my sector happy. I think that's the first time since they started popping up on the map that they've actually come to my home sector. And man, he gave them a free fun for all. And I kept pegging him, wake up, wake up, wake up. And I happened to be quick on the click and got him. I air flat him. Did it hurt? But hey, I just paid somebody's paycheck at Kickseye, so it's a balance.
Pizza Man, what about you?
No, I didn't get him.
Shame on you.
I know.
Socrates, you back yet? Yeah. Lottie, what about you? Brandy, did you?
Yeah, and I failed miserably, but I did get him a 3-star last time. It's just this time I'm not used to the shield shit yet, but I will next time. I'll get you next time, I promise.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I went in there and spanked his damn ass. And
Like
the
I
only
told
thing,
you, you're his surrogate mother.
the only thing I did, and I thought his base was done and over, and I sent my Titan for cleanup, and he had a sharpshooter in there.
Oh, that one little sharpshooter. That
The
little
son of a bitch took out my Titan, but he didn't go for the envoys. The envoys killed him. So I did spank his ass, but he did get my Titan. But
he had to chew on something.
Oh, he did. He chewed that right. I felt like, I'm like, where the fuck did that come from? There's the sharpshooter. I'm like,
Storm said in YouTube, he's still available to hit. Come and get him.
Tell you what, Storm, can you get one of your new other guys to jump over to a sector up to? I'll send you later. What they got 2 and 70, 2 and 2, right? There's 2 of them in 2 still. Let me double check that.
Golden Doodle's in 2.
Oh, I love Doodle to come out in 2. Let's check global here. Global Warpath. Last time I saw there was still 2 of them in 2. Maybe they moved.
I think they finally woke up and said, "Okay, new place."
Golden's in 2. Joker's in 2.
Yeah, they're both in 2.
They haven't left there actually since the kickoff on Thursday.
I don't think they've ever left there, to be honest.
And come on, guys! It's still on 188.
Well, come on, guys! I don't know. I think he's got a really active. I don't know what his actual job is, but he seems to be really active to where he can't be on a lot in game to where he can pop. Storm Chaser might be able to give some insight on that. I don't know him. I've never actually seen his.
I don't know who he is, but I'll tell you what.
Maybe we need to get to know him.
Yeah.
Take some of the flack off of you.
I love Doodle to come out of that sector too. I'm definitely not exactly welcome in sector 2.
I don't think most of us are welcome exactly.
No shit. That's the biggest thing. These guys got to understand. For us to go in after them, sometimes we don't even get that opportunity. We're just not welcome in certain. So they should move around more.
Yeah, if you're gonna put yourself on the map
all the time, we get that, we do. But when you guys do get a chance, you guys should hop around a little more. But it's all good. I did enjoy you coming. You followed me to a couple sectors, a couple different sectors. Got some real good shots out here. I know Sector 80 had a field day with you while you could be popping.
I bet you he learned some new tactics too.
Oh no! Listen to what he just said. He's hoping that they can get a feature where they can auto pop for them.
Yeah, auto pop. That would be awesome for them. Because I don't want them just running over you. I want them to have to fight your tunes.
Or how about a feature where you just don't take a bubble, but everybody hits you, gets what they can get out of you.
Yeah,
and your base auto repairs.
Give them a 10-minute. That way they can bubble, change the base up, and go
Well,
out.
not even that. They just set themselves up pretty much more or less completely computerized. They're like you play.
No, I don't want computerized because it's more fun when he goes in there and changes shit on me.
But the thing is, okay, you play a console game. You have the option that if you're hitting something, you're hitting the computer, but then you hit something and it's active when they're online. So if they're online, you get active mode where they're defending, giving you that challenge. But when they're not online, you get computer mode to where they're popping, they're just auto relocating. They're not just sitting stale somewhere in a sector in a bubble till God knows when.
You mean kind of
like. Yeah, a lot of ideas that there are improvements they're working on. Again, it always takes time. Storm, like I said, we love you. You are, yes, you'll take your lumps, but you'll also be there. So don't understand. There's certain things we are very passionate on. Certain things we're not.
I just read in the chat. Dale said, "I want to hit one closer to my level and skill." They should have other bases for a 30 and 35 to be able to take on.
Yeah, but the
there's
problem
no way they
is,
can hit 47.
Yeah, the only problem is people will take advantage of that shit real quick.
Yeah, really, they would.
Well, limited to they should put the old rules in for that base only. 4 above, 4 below.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could like what they did before everything changed.
I'm gonna get my hand on Golden Doodle, but this son of a gun don't want to come out of there.
My thing of it is if they make the base auto for them where the auto changes, it would have to probably be something tied into their go-go bar where their go-go bar changes it for them. I don't know.
I mean, like I said, they're developing. Like I said, there's always things like Storm Chaser says. He's always got post-it notes. I mean, he's the Bruce Almighty of post-it notes. And then it goes from a post-it note to the whiteboard. So right now, I mean, all we can do is give him post-it note ideas that can possibly be put on the whiteboard for the future.
Yeah. All right, folks. I think we beat the crap out of Storm. I do apologize in some ways, but not in all, because I'll tell you what, when I dropped the bomb, I think you got the understanding the community was not going to tolerate that. We'll tolerate a lot. We have tolerated a lot to still be here, but just not that. So I think we're going to wrap this show up. We're going to go right down the panel real quick, please, not excessive long. Let's start with Black
Hydra.
Hydra.
I think it got beat up by the pillows again.
Yeah. Killer B.
Panel, YouTube, shout out. See, I did it shorthand. Thanks for the show. And everybody, hopefully their blood pressure probably went up there for a little bit. Take a breath, relax, breathe in, breathe out. And Roy will know what this means because he watches WWE. Don't make me go on that Jinder Mahal show. So you can go with Jinder Mahal so you can learn to be stress-free.
I probably need to do some woosah right now.
That's it. That's it.
All right, Champ.
As usual, shout out to you guys on the panel. Thanks for having me on the show. Thanks for participating to the guys out in YouTube, and thanks for Storm Chaser out there. Appreciate it. That's it.
There we go.
Hydra, your shout outs.
Shout out to the community. Shout out to Storm Chaser. Shout out to the panel.
Okay, Iron
Hand. Rycon wants to know when the 1v1 versus Huntsman. And,
Thursday.
I want to thank the panel for being here. Those in YouTube, the questions, Storm Chaser, of course. And we're not making his spreadsheet any smaller.
Miss Queen.
All right. Yeah. I wasn't late. Y'all just started too early. JK, JK. JK, JK.
When the show starts, is that it?
No, JK, JK. As you know, saying when you're the queen, you're never late. Everybody else is early. But now here to the panel.
I got that one.
Hey, Queen Elizabeth, she's rocks that motto. She's never late. Everybody's always early. So with that being said, to the panel, great always hanging out with you, lady and gents. To YouTube, always good. Love the feedback. And everybody, go get your beta blockers. Get your beta blockers. Save that heart. You need that ticker. Okay? And y'all have a great week. And I'm drinking some more beer.
That's her beta blocker.
Pizza.
Oh, and Nutcracker. What's up?
Sorry. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to YouTube. Keep it going. Peace.
Okay. I'm not even going to hit the meow meow because I know he's probably snoring because I think he had one of those monster burgers again that looked like it.
Oh, that thing was gigantic. The whole hog.
Yeah.
The whole hog. That thing must have been the size of my computer. I swear to God.
It was definitely the size of 2 chihuahuas.
No shit. I think they cooked 2 chihuahuas and threw it on between 2 buns. I swear.
Nutcracker needs a shout out.
He got one. Let's go Ghost Rider.
Shout out to the panel, YouTube, Storm Chaser, and yeah, I took my blood pressure med earlier, so I'm waiting for that shit to kick in.
Oh, Nutcracker's shout out is you're all wankers, you're all tossers. He's having a beer. Sorry he couldn't be here. And everybody have a great week.
Okay. And it brings it to me. I want to apologize to my panel. I guarantee I probably yelled or got a little vocal on a few of you. I'm sorry for that. But as you can imagine, I've been sitting on this for 2 days, about approximately. So I've been had a lot of thoughts in my head if they were going to go through with this or not. So yeah, the frustration's been a little high, and I apologize if I did that to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on that note, we'll be back Thursday. We'll have a 1v1 brother versus brother, maybe two brothers going against each other if I can get Hydra and Joe to go against each other.
Battle of the Bloods.
You know we said that last time, Hydra.
Oh, you gotta call it that Battle of the Bloods.
Yeah, we said that last time.
I'm thinking we're going to do that, to be honest. I think it's going to be Joe versus John and Tim versus Riot Khan. I think that'll be brother versus brother. Cain and Abel. I hope you guys are
Michael and Lucifer.
Oh, shit.
Hydra's going down.
So I think we're going to try to get that to happen. So that'll be Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're going to get the hell out of here. Storm Chaser, I do apologize once again for you taking the brunt for the community, but you're the man. You're the man. We're out of here.
Hey, he has a chastity belt on his ass.
What? Good night.
See ya.